Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello students, good morning. How are you today? Okay, I hope all of you are doing well and ready to learn English. Okay, before we start today's lesson, I would like to ask you a few questions. Have you ever gone on a vacation, attended a special event, or had an unforgettable experience? Okay, when we share past experiences, we are actually using a recontext. Okay, today we will learn how to understand and write it. At the end of this lesson, you are expected to be able to define what a recontext is, identify the purpose of a recontext, identify the types of recontext, identify the structure of a recontext, recognize the language features used in a recontext, and write a simple recontext based on your experience. Okay, today's lesson, I will explain about the context. We will discuss its definition, purpose, type, structure, language features, and example. After learning this material, it is expected that you will be able to understand and write a recontext properly now. Let's begin our discussion. Okay, I will tell you about the definition of recontext. Recontext is a text that retells past experiences, events, or activities in chronological order. It uses the simple past tense and time connectors. The focus is on explaining what happened, what it happened, where it happened, and who was involved. Next slide is purpose and function. The purpose of a recontext is to retell past events, provide information about someone's experiences or activities, entertain, register interesting stories, record important memories such as diaries or activity reports, and express the reader's feelings or reflection about an event. There are three types of recontext. First, personal recount, which tells about personal experience, and second is factual recount, which reports real events or incidents, and third, imaginative recount, which tells imaginary experiences as if they actually happened. Okay, next, I will tell you about the text structure of recontext. First is orientation. The first part of a recontext is orientation. In this section, the reader introduces who was involved, when and where the event happened. Its purpose is to provide background information for the readers. And the next structure is events and reorientation. Okay, the second part is events, which contains a sequence of events arranged in chronological order. It's usually use time connectors such as a first, then, and finally. The last part is reorientation, which provide a conclusion, personal comment, or impression about the event. The next is specific participants, action verbs, and descriptive language. In addition, recontext use specific participants such as my family or my friend, and action verbs such as walked and watched, and descriptive language to make the story clearly and more interesting. Okay, the next slide is step in writing a recontext. The steps in writing a recontext begin with choosing an experience or event to write about, then write the orientation, arrange the event in chronological order, and finally add a reorientation as the closing part. Okay, before we move on to the example of recontext, I will share a quiz link with you. Please complete it individually to make sure you understand of the material we have learned so far. Okay, I will tell you about the example of recontext. Example of personal recontext. This is an example of a personal recount. The text tells the reader personal experience of visiting the grandmother house grandmother's house, and even or arrange chronological charting from helping in the garden, cooking together, and watching a movie. And next example is factual recount. This is an example of a factual recount. The text describes a real event, which is a flag ceremony at school. The information presented consists of facts about the time, participants, and how the event took place. And the next example is imaginative recount. This is an example of an imaginative recount. The story is imaginative because the writer tells about traveling to the past using a time man's hand and meeting people from ancient times. Okay. Now, homework assignment. As a follow-up activity, I will give you a homework assignment. Your text is to write a personal recount text about one of your memorable experiences. Okay, requirement: write 100 or 150 words. Use the structure, orientation, events, and reorientation. Use simple past tense. Use at least 3 time connectors such as first, then, after that, or finally. Please submit your assignment at the next meeting. Okay, that is all for today's lesson on recount text. I hope this material helps you understand its definition, purpose, structure, and how to write a recount text effectively. Okay, thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.